Good afternoon, students. So today we have a lab session. So let us perform next practical. Now, so this is our experiment list. Second program is based on program on classes, string and maths. So we have this built-in libraries. Okay, string is for performing string operation and math is for performing math operation. Okay, for example, for finding seal value, floor value, then round value. Okay, but if you see the practical numbers fifth, it is same. Okay, so they have made a copy paste error. Okay, so we'll replace this with a program based on looping statement and conditional statement. Okay, so here we'll be performing a practical based on the looping statement and our conditional statement. Okay, so let us define our problems statement. Okay, so what we are going to do? So this will be our program number 13 and this is my practical number 2. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to find Java program to find sum of digits of a given integer number. Okay, so this is our problem statement and we are going to do this with the help of looping statement and conditional statement. Okay, so now if my number is 1 2 3 4, the expected outcome is what? 10, right? Sum of digits. Okay, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, now you might have done such program in C language, right? How to extract individual digits?
Taking remainder and dividing num by 10.
Yes. Okay, so let's define this number as, okay, let's call that as number. Okay, then if I do let's define one digit. Okay, if I say d equals to number modular division by 10. Okay, now this is my remainder operator. Okay, number is 1 2 3 4 and modulus division by 10, that will give me 4. Okay, so I will get 4. Let's define one variable called sum. Okay, and let us initialize with 0. So this is my like a accumulator variable. Okay, we will keep on adding the digits in that variable. Okay, then so sum equals to the old value plus this d. Okay, so old value is 0 and the current value of d is 4, right? So 4 is there in sum. So sum के वेरिएबल में अभी पहले वो 0 था, now it is 4. Okay, now somehow I should get this number. Okay, then only it is possible to get 3, right? So that's why what we have to do, so if I do like this, number divided by 10. Okay, now number is integer valued, 10 is integer valued. Okay, so ideally I should get 123.4, right? Okay, but as this is integer divided by integer, I will get a integer result, that is 123. Okay, and let us update that variable only. Okay, so in number I will get 123 now. Okay, can I repeat the same process? Yes, right. Now this time number is 1 to 3, modular division by 10, this will give me 3. I am adding this 3 into the old value of sum. Okay, 3 is added to the sum variable, so I will get 7. Right? I will repeat the same process for next value. Okay, now this time number is 1 to 3, 1 to 3 divided by 10, ideally it should be 12.3, but as it is integer divided by integer, I will get 12. Then 12 modular division 10, the result will be 2. Okay, in D you have 2, you add that into the sum. Okay, sum is 9 now, right? Okay, let us repeat this one more time. Okay, now this time number is 12. 12 divided by 10. 12 divided by 10 is, ideally it should be 1.2. Okay, but it will be 1. Right? Now number is 1. 1 modular division 10 is what? 1 modular division 10.
1.
It will be 1. Right? 0 का division जाएगा, 1 will be remainder. Now that 1 is added to the sum is now 10. Okay, and that should stop our loop, right? All the digits are exhausted. Okay, after this division my number is 1. Okay, and if I divide one more time, what will happen? नंबर में कितनी वैल्यू है? 1. 1 डिवाइड बाय 10, what will be the result? Anyone?
0.
Okay, anyone with any other answer? What we are doing, 1 divided by 10, ये कर रहे हैं हम. The result of this is what? Ideally it should be 0.1. Okay, but as it is integer divided by integer, you will get 0. Just delete the fractional part. Okay, so 0. And if my numbers become 0, then I can say that that is my termination condition. Okay, so now see which steps are repeated. Okay, division by 10, modular division by 10, and this addition, it is repeated. Okay, so the statements which are repeated again and again, we have to put those statements into the looping statement. Okay, always remember, so you identify the steps which are repeated, okay, and you put them inside the loop. Okay, so we have studied one looping statement called while. Okay, we will decide the condition later on. Okay, and we know that what steps we are repeating. So first we have to find the digit, you add that in a sum and you reduce the number. Okay, again you find the modular division by 10. Okay, find the digit, add and reduce the number. Okay, so these 3 steps are repeatedly, right? Find the last digit, add to the sum and reduce the number. Okay, so these steps will go inside the loop. No need of this repeated statement now. Now think about the condition. So we have seen that at the last your num will become 0, right? So as long as your number is greater than 0, you do this, right? So initially your number is 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, then it became 1 2 3, then 12, then 1, then 0, right? Now each time we reduce its digit, right? Okay, so as long as number is greater than 0, you find the digit, add to the sum and then you reduce the number. Okay, so any doubt how I build this program? Okay, Now sum of digits of plus. Now this plus is a concatenation operator. This double quotes represents a string. ओके ये स्ट्रिंग के साथ आप अभी मैं नंबर अटैच करना चाहता हूँ. ओके नंबर प्लस ओके और एक स्ट्रिंग इज सम ऑफ डिजिट ऑफ दिस नंबर इज, और मुझे इसके साथ वो सम प्रिंट करना है, सम. ओके so let us save this. The program number is 13. Let us open the cmd d drive. Java C program number 13 Java, my class name test. The sum of digit 0, yes, that number got updated na, so we have to store the value in some temporary variable. The output is 10. Okay, so let us create a copy. Original number equals to number. ठीक है, now I have a copy of that. Okay, let us compile this. Sum of digit of 1 2 3 4 is 10. Okay, now what will happen if I give minus 1 2 3 4?
और लूप रन ही नहीं होगा क्योंकि लेस देन 0 है.
हाँ यस, सो ये रन ही नहीं होगा बिकॉज ये सेटिस्फाई नहीं होगा. ओके एंड दिस मॉड्यूलर डिवीजन, सो लेट अस चेक व्हाट विल हैपन, व्हाट इज द साइन ऑफ द डिजिट. Okay, when you have the negative symbol in the numerator. Okay, that I wanted to check. Okay, so minus 1 2 3 4 modular division by 10. Okay, let us observe this. Minus 4. Okay, and what about, so we'll see every possible case. So पहले minus with numerator, then minus with denominator, then minus with both, और ये तो हमें पता है. Okay, so let us check, observe how modular division works. Okay, so पहले के लिए let me open the code. Okay, see here, जब okay yeah, बस 10 मिनट से हो. So for the first output it has taken the sign of the numerator. Okay, then again the sign of numerator, again the sign of numerator, again the sign of numerator. Okay, so always remember modular division, you do the normal modular division but you assign the sign of the numerator. Okay, so that problem is solved. Okay, so it will not work for the negative integers. Okay, but we have to give a proper message. Okay, let us receive a number from the user. So I think so far we have not collected the input from the user, right? Okay, so let us study a code how to get the input from the user. For that we have a package called scanner. Okay, it is defined in java.util package. Okay, so in scanner what we have a function, different functions. So scanner SC equals to new scanner. So this is how we create an object of this class. Okay, so SC is the object of this scanner. Then in scanner we have different methods. Okay, so for receiving the integer we have next int, for receiving the double we have next double. Okay, so now suppose here we want to receive a integer value. Okay, because it will be very difficult to find the sum of digits for a fractional number. Okay, so and in problem statement itself we have mentioned that the given integer number. Okay, so we have assumed that for our program the input will be a integer number. Okay, so let us write a proper message to the user that you have to enter a integer value. Okay, system.out.println enter an integer number. Okay, so by reading this message user should understand that he has to enter the integer value. Okay, now by reading this message he will try to input that number. So let us get that number by using a function called nextInt. Okay, so it is defined in this scanner class. Okay, so I will show you how many methods are there in scanner Java scanner class. Okay, so scanner is used to get used to get the user input. It is defined in java.util package. So here we have separate method for separate data type. Okay, next boolean, next byte, double, float, int. Next line is for reading a string. Okay, so string can contain a space also. So this next line will read the entire line. Okay, then long and short. We are interested in integer number, so use that. Okay, and let us store that in our number variable. Okay, so instead of defining it, so let us catch that. Okay, this should happen after this. Okay, ये क्या है, copy का code है. So we are copying that number in this. Okay, so any doubt? So we have a number, then scanner object is created, message is printed, user will enter the integer, it is caught in number, its copy is generated, the number, that's it. Okay, so now we can enter any number. Okay, so Java C. Okay, any spelling mistake? Scanner java.util
तो NPTEL में बताया था कि वो ब्रैकेट में 16 डॉट
हाँ yes I'm missing that. yes system.in. yes, now what do you mean by this system.in? This system.in is the standard input device. Okay, and by default it is set to a keyboard. Okay, yes, we have missed this parameter. Good. So this is by this we mean you get the input through keyboard. Okay, so now that message is printed saying that enter an integer number. Okay, so let us enter this number. So expected outcome is 18. Sum of digit of 3, 4, 5, 6 is 18. Okay, so it is working. Now, so here we have utilized our looping statement, but our conditional statement is missing. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to find the sum of digits. Okay, but you have to find sum of even digits and sum of odd digits separately. So this is your problem statement. Okay, now you know the logic, but somehow you have to find separate sums for even digits and odd digits. So for this example, so 3 and 5 are odd numbers, so their same sum would be 8, 4 plus 6, 10. Okay, so sum of even digits is 10, sum of odd digit is 8. This is how you have to print the output. Okay, that is your practical number 2. Okay, in that case you have to use the conditional statement. There will be a else part also. Okay, and this is how we can cover these two concepts which is missing in this list of practical. Okay, there is no practical dedicated to the looping statement and conditional statement. Okay, have you understood the problem statement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will be creating a activity for that. Okay, and its deadline would be 26. Okay.